Hello and welcome back to HoI4 with our Turkey campaign, where we are kind of just dotting the I's, crossing the T, final little bits of work, and not really much is happening anymore. We're kind of just waiting for the surrender of Japan, and when it's done, I'll kind of just, this probably won't take too long. I'll kind of, look, we're bombing Japan to hell. And when it finally goes, I think we've got to do a little bit of a, after action report. Just kind of go over how this campaign played out, that kind of stuff, some good old reflection on what has happened. Might be nice, Don't really want to take a large look back on, but more on where the mod is and the state that it's in, because it's inhibiting some issues which became far more known to me in the last few series, and it's kind of also where I want to, end with saying like, okay, this mod is great, but in its current state, it just requires a bit of work. Anyway, before we spoil the end, of my little story that I'm preparing mentally in my head right about now, let's first, conquer Japan, and I hope that this doesn't take too long. But, taking Japan might actually be a little bit more difficult because of, the Tokyo. And if I have to hazard a guess, we need to take the entirety of Japan if we want to, do anything. So, set up the secondary line, activate it. That's tanks. Not really what I was looking for, but sure. You don't even have a front line left, so let's just draw you one. Go, buddy, go. Purple. Well, let's just draw you the same line. I wish you could mimic like orders on armies. So like these orders that this army has, yeah, they'll go for you. So yeah, we're just kind of cleaning up the final bits and bobs here in Africa, and yeah, with that out of the way, I'm hoping that we shouldn't bother with it anymore. There are some islands here that can be used for naval invasions, but I'm not overly worried about that. I think England and France, like England, how many divisions do you even have left? Jesus, you still got a couple of hundred divisions left. They must be fighting here in America. No, that's just American divisions. Then where the hell are you fighting? Like, there are a couple of Canadians here, but they're completely wiped out. Just, you're protecting your islands that, convincingly. Some Japanese forces, moving to Japan. Big surprise there, not really. But yeah, we'll be, cutting them off every step of the way, hopefully. Outdated equipment. What did I research? Right, my new tanks. Upgrade a variant, up the reliability, which is now 124%. Up the engine so that it's a little bit faster. And the main gun, and all 1 point in armor, I guess. Gives us 100% reliability, so these things don't break down. They're 100% reliable at what they do. Okay, but can we just, Yep, Lend-Lease is getting cancelled. Tokyo actually has fallen. That's pretty good. So I think I just might have accidentally surrounded most Japanese forces. I don't know where they are though, because they apparently still have close to 100 left somewhere. But they're definitely not in Japan, so they might be in the infinite transit period. Or there might be some here. Surprisingly few. So I don't know where they are. Do you think I care? Not really. Not really. Ah, yeah, some of them. With a minor counterattack. Let's kind of fix that, will you? There we go. Alright, just need to get across the islands. 24 troops, I can do this. Alright, nice. Got the attack. Hopefully the fleet will not block us from doing anything. Now, big question is, do you fall in the same air zone? Yes, okay, so they're still being fully supported. Alright. Let's take a look. Carrier fighters. I was actually looking for something else. There we go. Carrier bombers. Deploy here in this coast of Japan. Let's see. Where are you flying from? East China Sea. There you go. And basically this enables almost full aerial control on the Navy in those areas. Kind of something that I want to have. I don't need your extra forces. I think most of the enemy forces are now confined to little islands and eternal transit. So when Japan finally capitulates, we're also got to take a look at what the AI is doing. Hopefully with that we can kind of highlight that there are the potential or the current existing problems that exist. Empire of Japan has capitulated. This is the end of the war. It finally has happened. Right, so considering that what is conquerable right now, it's a lot. Right, Portugal will puppet you. I'm just gonna puppet most of the shit here. Puppet entire nations. You know. We have most of the war score. Italy has very little. British Raj, puppet. United Kingdom. We'll, let's see, we'll puppet you. And let's see, Australia. Nice little puppet there. Russian Federation, not gonna do much there. Puppet you, Luxembourg. You'll make a nice puppet. Great Mongolian state. What do we puppet you? Nepal? Let's go for a puppet. Empire of Japan. Puppet. That didn't give me the entire Empire of Japan, I guess. No. Let's see. Satellite. Korea. That's nice. Canada. How about you? Okay, so Canada's puppeteering is kind of where they call the limit. Alright, so Italy passed out immediately. So that's kind of nice. Puppet. Puppet. Puppet you. Afghanistan. You come a puppet. Siam. Hello, puppet. Alright. So the Russian Federation is... I'm gonna leave that to the Russians. I might actually take that myself, but... I don't want to puppet the Russian Federation. I kinda... Let's see, so where we are. Where are we? I mean, where are you, Russia? There you go. So let's give all of this to Russia. Actually, that's apparently not possible as in our current state of things. And turn, pass, get a couple of points. Well, Russia took something. They must be passing like for nearly ever to even get, you know, St. Petersburg. We're gonna feed this all to Russia. Let's see. It's all gonna go to Russia anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I hate the fact that this put a Turkish flag here, but it's kind of like Turkey is demanding this. Yeah, I know, I'm Turkey. So can you put the flag in the make demands when you know display to who it's going? And perhaps here, you know... No, there's Ottoman demands, so I don't know why this end of the flag in this window here is correct, so... The entirety of Russia. I always said I would just restore my old borders, so... As far as that's possible. Okay, well, I need to find Japan in this list. American Empire is a... No, it's not a puppet. Alright, for a second I was like, wait, how did that work? Japan, hi. I'm gonna give you all your states back, but we'll install a friendly fascist government. And Afghanistan. Afghanistan. There we go. And Herat goes to you. Well, there we go. Now, because we are working together in Italy, you know, of all things, because Italy and the Ottomans kind of, you know, we didn't start off that well. We couldn't restore all of our old borders. I don't think it really matters. Shouldn't have puppeted the entire British Empire, apparently. Because now there's still like stuff here that should be ours. Anyway. We won. Look at that. It's all the caliphate. There's Unisars left, but because if you consider what is the caliphate on at the moment, I think we're golden. Well, British Empire, you don't have any troops left. Wait, you actually have still 196 troops. Well, the question is, where are they? So I'm gonna tag. Actually, don't need to do that. I can probably, like, some of them are in transit. A lot of them are on the islands. Yeah, look at that. They had quite a lot of troops in transit here in the Pacific Ocean. Must have tried to go for Canada, I guess. Oh, the Free American Empire took Canada. Canada. Wait, but Canada still exists according to this. Okay, Treaty of Lisbon. That just fixes the final bits and bobs here. Wait, the Canadians still exist according to this. Don't know where. And I don't care. Right. There it is. Oh, wow. Okay, that's a bit weird. Let's see. Manage occupied territories. Return territory. There you go. That's what the peace deal was. Right. Anyway, we could still attack China if I was desperate for it, but I'm not. I think I've done my thing. You clearly see the problem that arises with the current AI in this mod. It's retarded. Let me say the least. So we're gonna go through some nations here that still have armies. To first of all, this guy still has national focuses left. No, he hasn't. Okay, for a second I was like, wait. I never owned Ethiopia, so you could never do this. Okay, whatever. Well, he technically still has focuses left. Anyway. Wait, you've unassigned divisions? That's slightly strange. Anyway, besides the fact how this looks like, it's a bit weird, but I can live with that. It's more or less what it's training the types of troops. Like, the regular infantry are weird. Like, they train like a crap ton of them, but they... Look at that. They have no supply, and they somehow... Look what they're trying to train here. Without supply, and they will deploy as soon as they can get, because most of these troops are getting deployed completely fresh, and they all will train through battle experience. The amount of green experienced forces that these guys have is silly. Look at that, look at that. A lot of them is green, a lot of them is green. It's all green, green. Most is green, and I think I can safely say that more than 75% of their forces is green. So if we go to tag, I don't know if it's USA these days, because I kind of destroyed the USA. It's not switching. USA has no provinces. Debug. Oh, let's see. It's debug. DO1. Tag DO1. That's D01. Sorry. There we go. By the way, funny thing with that debug mode, you really don't. Being able to use it in multiplayer, you know, this would be kind of cheaty, right? Because you can see a lot of stuff. You can activate this in multiplayer. Just activate it before you start a multiplayer game and just run it. It just works. I don't know why. It's weird. Anyway, look at the Americans. They're doing the same. They have a lot of infantry and stuff in training. And they might actually have production. No, they just have 11k less. They don't. See, they have a lot of infantry equipment because probably most of it is mine. Because I can look at the exact numbers here. That's my phone. Stop that. I don't know how much they're producing, but let me just check their equipment levels. What are they using? Can I see whose infantry equipment they're using? Okay, some of them are from their own, but infantry 5 from me. So if I would hazard a guess, I think a lot of the equipment that they're using is by me anyway. They are bleeding themselves dry because they see they have manpower, but they don't have equipment. So they're just gonna pump as much as they can, which causes these numbers to go ridiculous. The original US AI had almost 2,500 forces. See another nation. Brazil has no army. That's weird. Well, yeah, it's painful to see how the AI works in this mod, and I think it has to do with how it interprets equipment currently, because there's a lot of new equipment gets added, a lot of new equipment classes gets added, so they kind of reprogram a lot of the AI. And I think there's something there doesn't go completely right. Like Russia, for instance, was not doing anything. I want to take a quick look at that, what they are. Come on. My enter key seems not to be really working that well. There we go, Russia. What kind of troops are you training? Yeah, they're still training this. Okay, so funny thing, Russian AI is, I think, was mostly disabled for some reason. They were not training forces. I set this up because we noticed that, one of the videos we tagged in on Russia, we noticed that they were just producing like a couple of million tons of tanks. Yeah, look at this. The Russian AI is completely fucked. I don't know what it's doing. It's not producing a million tanks anymore, but it is just not having resources. Produces no aluminium and imports it. Import 100 from it. You should import. Well, whatever. Don't you produce more? Huh. I remember the Russians be doing a lot better. Anyway. They are really silly. Like, they've got a lot of national focuses just left that they could do. And they won't. They won't. Their AI somehow, somewhere got completely disabled. It's weird how that works. I set up this production line, like, this is infantry what? Type 8. If you look at their entire army that exists, it's just infantry type 8 and those tanks. Let me just put all of it in one army, because right now it's a bit annoying. Okay, so Asia forces, Africa, Asia, go there. It's tanks, a couple of if I have to take a guess, 5 tank divisions, and the rest of it is all this. So 2 tank divisions, could have lost a couple, and the rest of it is just infantry, and this is all infantry type 8. Look at that. Light tank type 2, infantry type 8. They never did anything. Stuff's going wrong. Anyway. Same with Japan, and it still had like 200 forces left when we were crushing them. They still have 200 divisions. Where the hell are they? Japan, where are your divisions? You have 192 divisions in the water. Because logic dictates that you do that. What are you... Wait, you have this... Speaking of weirdness, they have it under a... There might be a penalty here. How... Okay, so his skills and modifiers are completely disabled, so the 20% bonus that they're supposed to have, it's not working. Okay, so this is acceptable, but they also don't go into the naval tree for some reason. Their production is spotty at best. Look, they have very few factories actually. How does that work? How many factories do they have? 143. Well, weird anyway. I don't know what's going on here. But yeah, the AI is doing weird shit. I think that's the general gist of this entire game by now, is that the AI... Oh, this mod specifically, the normal game is actually not that bad in its current state. Not as bad as this is. Oh wait, there's Canada. Hello there, Canada. Anyway, these... I don't know what's going on. Anyway, I'm not gonna go back to this mod until it has a major update. I think I've said it before. I will finish the Russian campaign, don't worry, don't worry. There's been a lot of Ottoman, though, and not a lot of Russian. That's mostly because I want to get this series done. I've got some new stuff planned that should be released, I think, Monday. I think so. Anyway. With that, I actually want to thank you guys for watching and see you guys next time. Have a very good day. Bye-bye. And see you guys in the next series. Bye.